Hey everyone, it's Wendy from Log Cabin Vintage, and I just wanted to jump on here live today to do this unboxing from this amazing collection of books that I was able to purchase locally last month. I had a woman contact me on through email. Her daughter had found my website online and she wanted to know if I bought books. So I messaged her back and I said, sure, I buy them locally because it's just not cost effective for me to pay for shipping when I do have a lot of books locally that I can purchase, because I do have really good sources here in this area. So we chatted back and forth. She sent me some pictures. I said I would be interested, and we got together, and we were able to come to an agreement on price, and I purchased 5 boxes of books from her. And today I'm just going to go through 2 because there's a lot, but I'm excited to share with you some of the books that I was able to get from this that will be all available on the website. And if you're interested in any of them, just comment during the live or when you're watching this video, because I'll put this on the Facebook page even after the video is done. So just comment and I can get a message to you and let you know the information, or let you know when I have them listed on the website. So the first book is this cute little set called, this is called The Nutshell Library, and it's a Christmas Nutshell Library, and they are the tiniest little books, and they're filled with these amazing illustrations. This one's an alphabet, and they're just sweet, sweet little stories. So this was probably one of my favorite finds out of the whole entire collection so far. I just think it's the cutest little thing because it's so tiny. Like, that's all the bigger it is. So anyways, so that was the first one. Let's see here. Let's see if I can pull this out. I'm pulling them out of the box as we speak. So this next one is Mother Goose, and I love Mother Goose books. This one is a comprehensive collection of rhymes by William Rose Benet, and they're illustrated by Robert Devoisin, and he illustrated and wrote Petunia. So if you know Petunia, she's a goose, and there's a whole bunch of books from her from like the 60s, 70s. I had them when I had Petunia and Petunia's Christmas when I was a little girl. So I've always loved his illustrations, but this one's in a little bit rough condition, but it is, look at these illustrations. So you can see it's like a cracked spine there, but I just love the illustrations in this book. So, so there's that. So that's Mother Goose. Next up we have The Giant Nursery Book of How Things Change. And this is a great, again, the illustrations in here. Let me see if I can find the illustrator. There's no illustrator listed on here. But this is a first edition. This was published in 1968. And just look at these illustrations. I mean, they're just so fun. So, let's see. I know there's some more color illustrations in here, but there you go. So just a really, really neat book. So I'm loving that. Let's see what else we have. Mrs. McPhinney and Her Friends by Mary T. Schoonover. And they were illustrated by Helena Schoonover. I'm not familiar with this book or this author, but they're cute illustrations in here. So just a really cute book. There's a Wizard of Oz book. This one's in rough condition. The spine is kind of messed up. I believe there's a page torn out of the front here. I'm not sure if this was supposed to repeat on another page. It's not on the back either. Oh, it is on the back. So I would assume that it did repeat in the front, and that is the missing page from the front. But it looks like a lot of the other pages are still here. it's, again, it's in rough condition, but it's just such a neat book. The illustrations are great. So, The Wizard of Oz. Pete and Peter by Charlotte Steiner. These are just, again, look at these illustrations. I cannot resist these illustrations from all these old books. I think they are fantastic. I love them. There's black and white. You just can't beat these old books. Let's see what else is in this box. Ah, Mrs. Pickle Wiggle. Someone else had mentioned this book earlier, maybe last week or the week before, and then I found it. So this is by Betty McDonald. Has a little bit of wear on the front, but just really cute illustrations. This was published in 1947, and it's a second impression, so it's not a first edition, but really great illustrations in this one. Let's see what else we have in here. The Funny Noise. These are old books. Let's see when this one was. This one does not have a, oh yes it does, right here, 1935. And you can tell, you can tell these are illustrations from the 1930s. So this one is a little bit worn as well. There's some wear to the spines on this, but again, 1935, a children's book that kids read a bunch, so you can't, you can't blame them for having some wear. This is my first book. It's a little golden library. These are the older editions before they changed the spines. I don't know if you can see that spine, how it's just the plain gray spine. And here's the inside cover, the title page. This one was published in 1944, and it was a 6th printing. And it looks like it goes back and forth between one page of color illustrations and then one page of black and white. So there's that. This book is really worn, and I'm probably not going to sell this unless someone's really interested. It's falling apart. The spine is gone. However, it is the big storybook. I will probably just use this for the illustrations and try and salvage some of the pages in this one, just because it is, it's holding on by like threads here, as you can see in the front. But if somebody is interested in it, let me know. This one was published in, it's all Roman numerals. I'm not going to do the math right now, but yeah, filled with a bunch of storybooks. All right, who loves Marion Mason? This is the middle sister. I don't find a lot of her books. I do enjoy them when I can find them. Sorry. There's that. So this is a chapter book. She is an award-winning author. I think she's won a couple, I want to say Newbery Awards, maybe 1 or 2. All right. And this little stack, these are adorable. There's like 3 or 4 of these. These are all books that have movable pieces inside of them, I believe. This one may not. This one might just be a little storybook. But they're all bound like this. There's several of them. And again, this is, the cover's kind of falling off here a little bit. They're in a little bit rough condition. Oh, it opens up like this in the middle. But they're such beautiful books. Again, you just don't find books like this anymore. So that one's called Toby's Trip. This one is Tell Time the Rabbit, and it helps children tell time using the rabbit's ears, which I think is adorable. So that's the Tell Time Rabbit. We have Puss in Boots, and again, they're all, these ones are all bound like that. And these ones move, and this one has all the pieces that still move. So if you move his leg, it makes him, like you can make him walk. I don't want to rip him, but he's not moving very well for me, but they do move, and so they're all interactive. There we go. Each page has another interaction on them. So this one is Puss in Boots. Now, the rest that's in this box are the Wizard of Oz books, and there are several. Well, there's more in this box. So there's Glinda of Oz. These are not first editions. I want you all to know, not first editions. They are all old, but they are black and white illustrations, which means that they are not first editions. I believe the first editions were in color. These are all from the 1930s. So this one's 1920. So copyright 1920, 1930s for these. So again, not first editions, but they are old. And they are in very, very good condition. So as you can see. So that's Glinda. Then we have Ozma. And this one is dated, let's see when this one is dated, 1907. I was thinking they were the 30s, but maybe they are a little bit older. But again, this one says 1907 here as well. I don't believe that they're first editions. I believe the first editions all had color illustrations in them, but they are very close to being first editions. They're definitely the older editions, not newer reprints. This is the Royal Book of Oz. Get this inside cover. Oh, I'm loving that. I mean, that's just amazing, the detail on that. And this one was published in 1921. And then we have, the last one is the Emerald City of Oz. And I did Glinda, right? She was the first one that I did. Yep, okay. Just to make sure I didn't miss her. So you can see there's a little bit of condition issue on this one. But again, these are all from the early 1900s. This is 1910. So these are all available. So you can, if you're interested, let me know about those. And then there's a couple more things in this box. We have Miss Frances Storybook of Manners for the very young. Love the colors on here. I mean, that can never go wrong with turquoise and yellow. One of my favorites. And there's the inside cover. And this was published in 1955. And this is actually a 1956 edition. But it was originally published in 1955. So not a first edition. But that's an interesting book. The Horse Who Lived Upstairs. This is published in 1944. It is a first edition. I love it. Of course, I love anything with horses, so you know I'm going to love this one. We have 2 and 2 Are 4 by Carolyn Haywood. So there's a little bit of dirt on the cover, which I can clean off. That comes off easy. A great tip for this is to clean covers, cloth bound covers like this that are, I wouldn't do it on anything that's glossy. Well, you can do it on glossy. I wouldn't do it on something like this that has the cover attached to the cloth bound. Don't do this tip. But I take a little bit of vinegar, white vinegar, on a paper towel, and I just wipe it off, and it'll get anything that's sticky off of it or anything. Sometimes they're sticky left over from stickers and stuff, so that'll take that off. Here's the inside cover again. I like how she put her address in here. Cute. And this one was published in 1940. And it doesn't say first edition, but it doesn't say that it has any other additions to it. So, but look at these illustrations. They are so sweet. Love them. So that's that one. This one, I feel like someone was looking for this book. They were looking for a book about a bunny that was fuzzy, that you could actually feel the fuzziness on. And this, you can feel the fuzziness. So if you were the person that was looking for this book, here it is. Patrick the Fuzzy Bunny. Fuzziest Bunny, sorry. And just look at this inside cover. Oh my goodness. It is so darling. There's the title page. And they are, it's a Whitman book. It is 1946. And it looks like every other page they have Patrick that he's fuzzy. So this, like, this illustration's not fuzzy. This one is. So just a gorgeous, gorgeous little picture book. So if you were looking for that one, please let me know, because I can't figure out who was looking for that one. The Art Fair. This one is probably from, I'm going to say the 1960s, maybe the 1970s, 1960. And I love how it's all done in blue, white, and black are all the colors. And then they add a little bit of color, but it's that I don't know, do they call this monotone or monochromatic? I don't know. They call it something, but where it's just used as, you know, so many colors that repeat. I love it. So cute. All right. Nothing by Dogs But Dogs by Diane Thorne. I think it's Thorne. Let me look. Diana, it's either Thorne or Through, Thorue. I just actually today photographed another book, 2 books by her that I'm going to be adding to the website this week. This is dated 1947. So a cute little picture book. Well, it's probably a chapter book. Early reader chapter book about dogs. Look at the back cover. Cute. 50 favorite songs for girls and boys. Very, very cute. Has the dust jacket. The dust jacket has a lot of wear to it, but the front cover is the same as the dust jacket, so that's always nice. I always like it when they do that. Make the match. This one was published in 1935. Here's the cover. And then it has the music and little illustrations on each page. So it's a cute little music book. And then last but not least in that box, get rid of this box here, is some Raggedy Ann and Andy books. So this one is The Camel with the Wrinkled Knee, and this is just a little picture book. It's not the full chapter book, so it's an easier read. Same with this one. This is Raggedy Ann and the Hoppy Toad, not Happy Toad, but I'm sure he's happy. But there is some damage to the spine on this one. But cute illustrations. They're all written and illustrated by Johnny, I don't know, is his name pronounced Gruelle? Gruella. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. I really need to learn all these names, but it's hard when there's so many. Here's the inside cover of this one. So this is Raggedy Ann's Lucky Pennies. And then we have Beloved Belindy, and same inside cover as that one. Just gorgeous illustrations. So those, I'm probably going to sell those as a set and just keep all of those together because it's easier to do it that way instead of listing them individually. It takes longer to do it that way. All right, I have one more box to show you today, and I'll try and go quicker. This is New Testament stories. Just really gorgeous illustrations in these old books. So it has its dust jacket, rough cover, or a little bit of rough condition on the dust jacket, but it's beautiful. The book itself is in good condition. This is Billy Whisker's Friends. I have another Billy Whiskers book. I have Billy Whiskers and the Fair, or Goes to the Fair. And they're just sweet, sweet stories. Let me show you a picture. They're really nicely illustrated books. Probably from the 1930s, I would think. And the cover matches on this one as well. So, again, dust jackets on these are very worn because they're old and they've been well loved, but beautiful books. This one goes, Sally Goes Shopping Alone. I don't know if you're familiar with this series. There was a bunch of books that Louise Eppenstein wrote, and I have actually another one. Sally Goes Traveling Alone. So I'm going to list these two together. So this is going to be a set, even though this one didn't, you know, this one over here did not come in this lot that I got, but there we go. Oh, let me show you pictures. They're just really cute. I really like the old illustrations. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, there's such beautiful books in here. Gems from Little Mother Goose. This one I've never seen before, but I love. This one is someone that sees a rat And look at that expression on their face. That cracks me up. So this book is coming apart, so these pages are not attached in the middle here. However, they are still all here. So they go from, again, this must have been a very popular technique at one time where you would do one page in either black and white or, you know, just solid colors. And then the next pages would be all in color. So there's that. We have Helen's Babies. The dust jackets, again, all in kind of rough shape, but then they really did well to protect the books. The books are all in good shape. This one was published in, let's see if there's a date. There is no date on this one. There's the cover. Let's see, and the illustrations are really pretty. All color illustrations. This one's out of the book. So again, they're not perfect, but again, these books are really old. So, and they were very, you know, well loved and protected. So you're going to have, when you're getting to be books that are over 100 years old, they're not going to be perfect. Grimm's Fairy Tales. You know how much I love all the fairy tale books. This is a gorgeous edition. I love it. Love that cover. There are not a lot of illustrations in here, but the illustrations are in color. And this was published, I don't know if there was a publication date. I don't remember. It says that it's a new revised edition, but it does not have copyright date on it. So, and it's Hearst and Company was the publisher. So, but you know, I love all my fairy tale books. A Little Maid in Toyland. The spine is very worn, but it's still intact. And let's see, we have black and white illustrations here. And I don't know if there's any color. Oh yeah, there are. Get you one color illustration. But look at these. I mean, these are just phenomenal illustrations. Sorry, I realize that I'm getting my face right into the video too when I'm holding them up there. Okay, Mother Nature Stories. Beautiful. This is dated, an undated edition. There's no date on here. It was published in Philadelphia by the Henry Altomos Company. And there's black and white illustrations. And I believe there's some color plates in here as well. Let me check. Maybe not. Maybe just all color illustrations. But they're very detailed, gorgeous colors. Or gorgeous books. Betty Cavana. Who loves Betty Cavana? Two of her books. So Two's Company and Love Kamalori are the two Betty Cavana. I'm going to sell those two as a set. We have Alice in Wonderland and oh my goodness, if I could read today. Alice in Wonderland and Words of One Syllable. Apparently I need the one syllable because I can't read. This book was published, let's see if there's a publication date, 1911. And it has all the original illustrations from Alice in Wonderland in here. So, just a really cool book. It's a chapter book. Not very thick, just a little thin one. But I love the art on the front cover. Then we have Scat Scat. So cute. Look at this inside cover. Oh my goodness. I love it. So, about a little cat. We have a couple more in here. We have Bambi's Children, the story of a forest family. This is the cover. And, oh, look at this illustration of that stag. Beautiful. And this was published in 1939. There's the cover page. Here's just some illustrations from the book. Just gorgeous book. Then we have the animated circus book. And this is bound like the other ones were, where it's like that ring binding. the cover or the dust jacket is very worn, especially in that corner where it rubbed against that binding all the time. But this is a gorgeous book inside. Look at that. Love it. This was published by Grosset and Dunlap in 1943. And look at these illustrations. And these all move. This one moves. So like the little drum guy, you can make him drum. So each page, I believe, has things that move. Oh yeah, you move it right here. Here we go. I probably should have looked at this beforehand. But you move it right here. And then, of course, now it's not going to do it. I think because I don't have the whole, I'm not holding the book flat. But there you go. You can see everything kind of moving. So that book, each page has a different animation to it. And like I said, the dust jacket is almost falling apart. And then the last books in this box are all different primers. So we have Universal Primer. We have a Hal Reader. This is First Reader. This is a Hal Reader Primer. A Hal Reader. This is, Child's Classics, Second Reader, and a Child's Classics Fourth Reader. So these I'm going to sell in a set as well. They're just great old vintage school books for the different levels. And so that's all for those two boxes. The other 2 or 3 boxes, a lot of them had almost a complete set of the Judy Bolton books. I have to look through them more. They all have their dust jackets. They're all, I believe, first editions or close to first editions. And I think it's only missing 1 or 2 from the set. So I'm not sure how I'm going to sell those yet. If I'm going to break them down into groupings or if I'm just going to sell them all together. One of the dust jackets was missing, and the woman that I bought these books from, her daughter actually made a little dust jacket for it. So that is, I'm going to leave that on there because I just think it adds to the character. And then there's a lot of older Bobbsey Twin books and some of the more modern Bobbsey Twins, which are, let's see if I have any. Oh yeah, with these covers. So you have the older covers that are the tweed ones that are, do I have any right back here? I think I do somewhere. Let's see if I can grab any. No. Oh yeah. These. So these covers, sorry. So some of these with dust jackets, some of these without dust jackets, and then some of these more modern ones. So I'll be starting to list these. I have a lot of these that I haven't listed yet. So if you're interested in that series of that timeline, or those editions with the purple, let me know. Let me know what you're looking for because I have a lot of them and I can help you build your collection. Same thing with the other one. And then there's a lot more just miscellaneous books that aren't parts of series. They're just old books. So as I get a chance, I'll start listing them. But if there's anything that you guys would like to purchase or would like more information about, please let me know. I have been doing a lot of sourcing this summer. So I have a lot of books to list. So I'm going to really stop purchasing and start really focusing on listings. If you're just joining me for the first time, I do go live on Wednesdays. I try and go live Wednesdays at 3 o'clock to do a What's New Wednesday to show you all the new arrivals that are in the website. But you can always find those books, the new arrival books, in the new arrival collection, which is in the main menu of the website, and the website's logcabinvintage.com. So if you guys have any questions or if you're interested in any of these, let me know. Like I said, I will be slowly listing them as I have time. I have a whole bunch of other books I need to list as well. So lots of good books coming in the next few weeks, months probably. And I'm going to do another, I have a couple more hauls that I can share with you of books that I've purchased recently. So if you like this and you would like to see me do it again, let me know. Just give me a comment below and let me know, even if you're watching the replay on this. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who joined me. I'm going to answer your messages or your comments as soon as I am done the video and I post it live on the website or on Facebook. So thanks for joining me. And I hope you guys found something that you liked here. Have a great day.